Oh yeah, baby. Spicy. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Idea Studio, where we take a look at life in Bangkok through the lens of design. Thank you for rocking with us this midweek live stream. I'm Dana.
I'm Chip.
Lots going on today, let me tell you. Lots going on. First thing I want to talk about right off the bat, we talk about this every week when we log on, is the new cases going on. And we have a sort of a milestone today in that today is our first day below 9K. And not just a smidget below 9K, but we're there. 8,918 new cases. We are moving in the right direction. What? Oh, am I too hot? Oh, I am hot. Wow. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
You're always hot.
I am always hot. I am. But my mic was hot this time as well. Okay. That's my bad, guys. Sorry, I was doing some voiceover last night in a slightly different setting. My bad. So, yes, if I was too hot before and you couldn't hear me, 8,918 new cases today. Which is not bad. Moving in the right direction. Now, I'm not saying that's all the cases we have in Thailand, but it is our representative number. So let's keep that in mind. Let's run through the chat real quick, see what we got. Of course, we got Mojo. He was there. This is the first one that shows up is an hour ago, but I know Joe was leaving comments like 3 days ago.
Jingle.
Hey, what's up, Todd? How you doing? BNP Chris out there in Oz. What's up, mate? Top of the morning. That's not an Oz accent at all. Oh, Joe.
Thank you,
for the coffee, my man. Thank you so much, dude. I know last week the alert didn't work for some reason. We were testing it right before we came on.
And I thought he asked about, do I have a cup of coffee? He's like, yeah.
Hey, Deborah, what's going on? Thanks for coming by. I know that you usually pass out like right after we start, right? And we got Senior Frank on Audio Patrol in the comments. Thank you, sir. Cody, what's going on, man? How's things over in Unnut? Cody moved over to Unnut. Oh, no, Prakanong, right? He's in Prakanong.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was he before?
Hoi Hin.
So, like, he rent condo here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Welcome to the Big Mango, my friend.
Yo.
Yeah. Hey, Craig, what's going on? Top of the morning.
ไม่ใช่ละ
Wake and bake time.
Why you like to use a Patty accent, huh? And it's not alike.
There's nothing like that. Hey, Jeff, how's it going, my friend? How's things where you're at? Yeah, he has internet now. Turned into oh, wow, wrong YouTube account. And you got internet too, right? You said you were able to get internet finally installed.
Huh? Normally it's like quick, like almost like a day.
If you're in a condo, usually it's just them turning it on. For us, they had to actually come and run the line. They had to survey and measure to make sure we weren't too far. Luckily, I imagine the next soy down.
Maybe they have a pole.
Yeah, but I imagine like they're probably a little bit too far. Hey, Dr. B the Verb, been a while, man. How's things in Wisconsin?
Is it cold there?
Oh, you're at Stout today? You're at UW Stout? If he's at UW Stout, it's always cold.
Oh, la.
I know we're both. I'm alumni. We're both alumni from Stout, but if he's actually up in Menominee is.
Always cold?
They have their winter. Their summer is the same length as our winter.
Oi.
Yeah, so it's a cold. Menominee is cold.
So like whoever lives there, like never wear a tank top and walk outside.
You'd be crazy if you did, but people there are crazy. Hey, what's up, Eric? They're getting cold now. Oh, so love the t-shirt. So guys, yes, check it out.
I'm not sure should I walk outside with this t-shirt. Anyone will know it's me.
Now available in the shop. Shop.IdeaStudio.xyz is the OG Auntie Thug Life shirt.
Maybe when mom come to visit us next time, I wear this and you see the mom reaction on like my t-shirt.
Yeah, so if this is this shirt, it has this logo. You can also get the sticker if you want to put this on your car. like John Poe has on his truck. It says OG Auntie, Thug Life, don't press your luck.
Who
It's got a
knows?
cute photo of Jib.
Maybe they think I'm kind of like a crazy Asian mafia there.
So this was the
So I will never able to get visa to US.
this shirt was designed by John Poe for us, so we appreciate that. Thank you, John. He's got one.
Thank you.
You guys wait. He actually has a video of unboxing. It was the first time I saw the new spring boxes was on his site.
Oh.
And actually they shipped us here, but when spring ships us stuff, we end up paying like $50 in import duties.
Oh.
But yeah, so the shirt now available on the shop OG Auntie. If you guys want a Jib shirt, Shop.IdeaStudio.xyz. Link should be in the description as well.
So it would
check
be
it
like
out. It
I'm
just
kind
went
of
live.
trademark of like Auntie Jib and your trademark for Pimi.
Yeah, it just went live to
You wanna
this
show the
morning,
hoodie?
right before. Oh yeah, and, we
And
have
if
the,
you call,
yeah, with the cold season coming, guys, we got the hoodies. I got the Dang Pet Prick hoodie. This is the zip up. Now I don't think that this won't do in this won't keep you warm in Menominee cold weather. So if you're up in Wisconsin, don't think this is going to be your only layer. But yeah, if you're like Florida guys and you just want something to take the chill out, this is actually a pretty lightweight hoodie. So yeah, like Dr. B, this is not going to keep you warm up in Menominee, unfortunately, or anywhere in Wisconsin probably.
maybe
but,
in house.
yeah, in the house, or like you go to the movie theater, or you just want something to throw on
Like
under
in the
like another
office,
jacket. You can
to
put this
sit
under
there.
another jacket; it would be good. But like, it's not like a heavy, thick, warm hoodie. This is like
For here, fit for
yeah,
Asia.
For here, it's good like to go to the movie theater or somewhere where you want to throw a top on, or if you're in the U.S., you just want to be a little bit warmer somewhere. You know, it's not too cold, it's not winter weather, or throw it under a jacket. That's good. But yeah, don't go mountaineering with this.
I'm quite surprised that you can get your size. Oh yeah, because it's
Yeah.
not made here in Thailand.
Yeah, in Thailand, I'm a 6S.
So you can't
6X.
get.
Dr. B says, I'm getting my Melco embroidery machine on Thursday. Oh, nice.
What is
103
that?
Final
No.
Cutter.
Cool.
Embroidery machine. Like,
So like my embroidered
Yeah.
style. Law.
oh, nice. Oh, wow. So he has a little press station. My first job was doing a silk screening at Liquid Blue. I actually want to set up a silk screen here, like just a one color silk screen, but got to figure out how it will set up.
So next thing we know, we have just like this space to sleep, and the rest is like workshop.
Well, that's why we got this place. Printed nice. Printed lots of students design nice. It's awesome, man.
Oh.
That one with 4 layers, t-shirt, long sleeve, the hoodie, Carhartt vest, hoodie and overcoat.
Oh, many layers.
Yeah, when I worked at Liquid Blue, we used to do 8 color prints, which was very difficult. I didn't run that press. The guys who ran that press, very talented printers. Soy Mafia. Morning, it's Wednesday, didn't realize it. No wonder that cat vegetable seller didn't pass by. Yeah, we have to go out to the market. We don't have the seller pass by here.
Yeah, not really. Once in a while, it
Yeah.
will be like the pickup truck, รถพุ่มพวง we call รถพุ่มพวง. So it's like the pickup truck that has
Oh yeah.
like a roof and open the bag and
Yeah,
like
they
hang
have a bunch of-
everything. Long.
Jib got oranges last night, and
I think it's kind of like a lime more than orange.
I liked it. It's kind of bitter and sweet, but Jib hated
It's
it.
not sweet, it's sour.
Yeah.
Eh.
So Soy Mafia says, is Dana good with dogs? I'm okay. Dogs don't bother me. I'm fine to like, especially like aggressive dogs. I don't mind to go head to head with.
Maybe your hoodie style is like the way like the bad guy will wear, and with the big thing on the arm that dog will come and bite.
That has to be very thick. One of my friends in the army was a canine trainer. And that's not a job I would want. Like he'd go out in the suit when he was a private, and they like send the dogs out to attack him. But yeah, it's like I'm okay with dogs, and like Jib has a real problem with dogs, but I don't.
I don't like dog bark. If it's not bark, just walk and sniff me. It's okay. But like when it's like loud noise, it's like kind of scare me. Like whenever noise, like I can hear like very good, so noises like hurt me.
Yeah, so yeah, one color is just you're right, Dr. B. One color gives you more of like that kind of vintage look, which I don't mind. But yeah, actually, the best way what we used to do was a base layer of what they call transparent white, so it's like almost invisible when you silk screen it on, or if you silk screen. True, Liquid Blue had these really like ultra dark black T-shirts that if you silk screen on, everything just looked amazing, and they could do full full panel silk screening. So yeah, they used to run quick too. My first job was catching the shirts as they came out of the dryer, and folding them and packing them. You have to pack them by the dozen, and yeah, they would just come ripping out, and you're like still hot. You're trying to pack them. Fun job. I was actually, oddly enough, I was the only guy who lasted the whole summer doing that job.
Really?
Everyone else, because it kind of sucks. Like you're behind a heater, and you're just sweating and like trying to pick up shirts, and it hurts your hands. You have to develop calluses. And so by the time you finish, you've got them all folded. But fun job. One of my past jobs was silk screening. Oh, tiny medicine. Whoa. Also the glass bottles.
Oh.
Yeah, one at a time. Wow.
Ooh.
So did you have to use like a curved screen, and then you would just kind of like squeegee it on, or how'd that work, Craig?
Interesting.
Blood. Yeah, no, these weren't blood oranges. I wish they were. I love blood oranges. These were actually, I thought they were limes at first when I saw them, because oranges here are green. I don't know if oranges are green where you guys are from, but here they come in. They're green, not orange, on the outside, the skin. And so when we cut them open, they're oranges. But it was like 3 kilos for 60 baht. The 20 baht a kilo. Not a bad deal.
And if you get 5 kg, it's just 100 baht.
Same price per kilo.
So I don't know why they have to make this deal. It's like,
Yeah.
and why would I have to get 5?
Yeah, but no, 20 kg per kilo is still a really good deal for oranges.
Well, they sell 20 baht because it's sour. If it's sweet, like as the breed name, Sai Nam Hung, they can sell it like 65 baht per kg.
But there are definitely a couple bitter ones. I can see why it was a good price. How if Dana became a Thai liaison person for Boston Dynamics and the Bionic Terminator developers? So I actually have friends who worked there at Boston Dynamics. I don't think they're there anymore. I think they went to work somewhere else. But yeah, a lot of tech people from the Boston area who I used to know back in the day worked there for a little while. Very, very cool company. But yeah, they're building the Terminator for sure. Just to make him put scissors away. I'm the scissor enforcer here. Like, we both appreciate. No one cuts paper with our fabric scissors. That's for sure. Yeah, no, we have scissors just for paper. Scissors that just for like crappy stuff that you don't even cut paper with as well. So like I have for sending out packages, tie post. You have to tie a string around it. And so, like, we have a pair of scissors just for that string, and then those scissors can also cut tape or anything sticky. But yeah, it's not happening. Scissors are a very serious thing here. I don't even want to think about how much my most expensive. I think my Japanese pair is my British pair is my most expensive by far.
The Italian one?
Not even close.
The biggest?
The Italian ones are my favorite now.
Is it the most expensive?
No, not even close. The British ones are. The British ones are like my least favorite. I like the shape and the handle on the British ones, but the ability to cut not so great. The type of I should say the ability to cut the type of fabric I work with mostly. The heavier fabrics, that wide profile doesn't cut well. Hey, Jeff says, a friend of mine, when I was in Bosnia, was a dog trainer. He had me wear the protective arm thing and catch me. Yeah, no,
Wow.
I've never done it. My friend did it when he was a private and he was the canine handler. That was apparently what all the privates had to do. And they make you go out and
Oh,
wear the
can I
full
have that
suit.
for my legs when we
That'd be
walk?
very hot, very hot.
It's okay.
I think we're going out tomorrow to film an other BTS series. I should finish the mangrove conservation video today, and then get it uploaded. And once we have the Thai subtitles, I'll get it published. Hopefully Friday, if we can put a rush on our translator.
No, if you finish edit quick,
Yeah, today.
she still need time, and she cannot walk overnight like you do.
It's not a ton of dialogue in this one. And actually, I started playing around with kinetic text, so there'll be some kinetic text effects in the new video. Jib was joking with me about the sound effects, like how I layer them on. Like, it makes a difference, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it take time.
Yeah, but it's fun, for sure. Dr. B, I'm not sure if I told you, but I took the department head position in high school.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, low-tech teacher, as well as running the agriculture, food, and nice. Consumer science and
Automotive.
it's a huge AutoCAD, 3D graphics, welding, working. Way up here, and business as well as my classes, which are. So in one school you're teaching graphic art, photography, mechanical drafting, AutoCAD 3D, graphics, welding, metalworking, construction, woodworking. That's a lot of classes for one teacher, man.
Oh, I wish like we live next door to him.
Yeah. I'd like to go use your lab at the high school.
It's like knock the door, like, hey, how can I do this?
Hey, I need to make some lathes. I need to lathe some metal. Also adding, fabrication on a CNC mill, lathe, router, etcher. Wow, lots of stuff. I've used plasma cutters before. This is back in like the 90s. Not super easy. It was super easy to use, not super easy to use well, I'll say. Oh, big ass scissors you bought were insane. Edward Scissorhand. Yeah, so like the thing with the big ones, right? When you cut, they're actually really, really common for people who cut like large pieces or heavy fabric, because those big scissors, the weight of the blades actually help you cut through them. And actually, those big Italian ones weigh less than my British ones, which are an inch smaller. The British ones have thicker blades. But yeah, the size, you want to be able to make less cuts, so that you have like less potential for jagged spots, and you're able to, the weight of the blade helps you cut. Plus, bigger scissors like that have features like the guide on the back of the grip, and then the bolt that help you make better cuts. Has Jip played Cluedo? Huh? And are you able to recall the toy stool? I have no Cluedo. I have no idea what that is. Cluedo. Save Indiana. How's you been? And many classes for sure. I would love. CNC is fun. I've used CNC as well. Again, not too good at it. I would love. And the big thing with CNC is once you learn, in my experience, and the guy who taught me, the mechanical part is learning to set up and maintenance the machine. And once you get it properly set up and calibrated, then it comes down to your ability to actually 3D model. I don't know. I gotta check. I've got to renew my my AISDC membership, Cody, but I believe that the design center near the Grand Post Office, or Royal Post Office, or Grand Post Office.
The first post office.
I think they call it Grand or Royal.
Is that? No,
Yeah.
not
Not
Royal.
so
it's
Grand.
Bangkok district.
Yeah, so they have one there. It has 3D printers and a CNC machine. That's another thing I'd love to get, is a 3D printer. I think that would be a lot of fun. Jim's face. You okay, man?
Like even we have like the 3 unit, it will not gonna be enough for you.
It will. It will.
No,
Yeah.
you stop trying things.
But they have big industrial 3D printers there you can rent for, I want to say it's like 300 baht an hour to print. And that includes like the filament and stuff. So if you want to print there, and they have a little mini CNC. When we were in Malaysia, we checked out Mareka Makerspace, and they had a CNC, a lathe. Remember Mareka down in the basement of People Mall? Yeah, that was a cool spot.
But no window.
Yeah, because it's in the basement. But they had a sewing room as well, and like a fabric and a yarn room, but it wasn't that advanced. It was just kind of like very simple projects. But the woodworking and the metalworking, 3D printing were the more interesting things there. Cody's up to try paragliding in Thailand. Have you fox lines yet? Fox lines? I've never done I've done paragliding. That's where you go off the back of the boat. I've done that with the thing. That's not bad. It's fun, but like, one, they're usually like really short, like a minute or two, and two, it's not like you can control it really, right? So it's only dangerous if you're that guy who fell out of the harness in Phuket and died, which I'm pretty sure his wife paid the guy to do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't find it like super fun paragliding. It's expensive for what it is.
How much was that?
I want to say I paid like 600 baht for like 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes.
It's okay.
And it's not bad, but I mean it's just okay. It's not horrible. And I got a rash because they dunked me in the water in Phuket. So they brought the parachute down and dunked me in the water, even though I said not to. And so I got a rash on my skin. It's a blast working here. I've been making tons of projects lately. I've already built out the walls and everything. Nice old house we bought. Now amazing tables, chairs, desks. Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I have some woodworking tools here. I would like to be able to do a little bit of woodworking, but actually getting timber here is the hard part. Getting like timber to work on, like 2x4s. I actually had a plan to make shelves out of 2x12s, but you can't even get 2x12s here. They don't make them. It's not something they use in construction, so it's not something you can really get. Bed frame bouquet. Nice. Looks like we'll know soon if the quarantine rules will... Yeah, so the rumor is, Osito, no, that they won't. That everything gets lifted November 1st or shortly thereafter. They should make a formal announcement, right? Because it hasn't been published in the Royal Gazette.
Not yet, lah.
No.
This is how we.
Yeah, so I believe there's a lot of pushback on that internally that we're not seeing. Because honestly, it's a very shoot from the hip type of policy, Osito. In my opinion, I want tourists to come back. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm anti-economy. I'm not. I'm pro-public health, right? And I think there's some other steps that need to take place as well. Like, we still have a curfew. We still have, restrictions on restaurants and all these other things. So I would like to see those lifted and tested before they say everyone who's vaccinated can come back. Because, we still see breakthrough cases happening in other countries. And the last thing we want is Delta running rampant through the vaccinated community here, stressing the hospital system even more.
Yeah, but we already vaccinate and jump get one.
Yeah, but the idea is that the breakthrough cases can be serious for vaccinated individuals.
No, but
7,000 people in the U.S. have died who were fully vaccinated.
But if we still keep the new normal, like we wear masks when we go out, we clean our hand often, not touch your face before you clean your hand, and we keep the same thing.
I'm not saying that.
It's it can protect you too, and now
to some extent, but it's not a perfect system. Again, like I said, I want tourism to be able to come back. I want people to be able to come back to Thailand for sure. Right? And do business here and inject money into the economy. What I don't want is them to shoot from the hip like this and just say if you're vaccinated, you can come.
New case now here, it's like people from far district and from the market that they kind of just do it themselves.
Yeah.
So if you want almost no cases, it will be impossible because our own behavior.
You know, I'm concerned. I have concerns. That's all I'm saying. And I think that the main thing here, you know, is we have to look at public health before we look at economic improvement. And if we ignore the public health risks overall as a society, then we're going to be in a pretty rough spot.
So what if, because people who live far away not really care about, and like, what's that?
Jim answers every phone call. I, on the other hand, don't answer any phone calls. So I'll assume that she's agreeing with me that I'm right, that something's going on. So, again, I don't answer phone calls, so I don't have these issues. So again, I'm concerned over public health. That's my biggest thing. And I think that the whole November 1st thing was thrown out there rather hastily. We'll see what happens though. So let's see, where was is the small Honda running well? Have you tried having high grade gas oil as a booster?
Why I have to pick up every call? Because sometimes they call for you.
I'm just saying, I don't pick up phone calls.
That's why I'm your secretary.
Who called?
Big C.
So no, I only run the recommended fuel in the Honda, right? It's higher octane fuel, requires higher compression, which my engine doesn't do. Right? So it'd be a waste, right? If you can't compress the fuel to the point that the octane demands, then it doesn't matter. So I put the cheapest fuel, which is what's recommended for my little mini engine. The Big C coming, or are they calling to tell you stuff's out of stock?
They asked if they can come quicker because I booked for 12 to 2.
Okay.
So he's like on 71.
Oh, not bad.
So it will take a while before he come here.
So yeah, no, I've never put high grade fuel in my 125cc Honda. 5 3D printers. I'm getting one that uses. Oh, nice. I just saw they have some houses in, I think in Austin, Texas, that are 3D printed. I was looking at them online last night.
Huh.
They have these big concrete 3D printers. They print the houses.
Print by concrete, right? Yeah, I saw that before.
And it creates like air gaps inside the wall, the way it prints like the exterior walls, honeycomb.
Is it good?
Apparently they're pretty, like, for small houses, they come out pretty good, but because they have like curved walls, most of them, that becomes difficult to like furnish. You end up with space that's unusual to use, so you have to be a little bit unique or a little bit creative when you're furnishing it. Dr. B, any buffalo carts in your area? Buffalo carts?
What is buffalo carts?
I don't know. Yeah, even Dr. B asked what's a buffalo cart. I'm way behind on things here. Neither of us have watched it yet.
Not yet, but
not
Jam
yet.
watch it.
Yeah.
And she cry.
So I'm going to watch it this weekend. I'm going to try to sit down and bust through it, but I have not yet, Ostito. It is on the list. Actually, let me ask you guys, sub or dub? When you watch foreign stuff, do you prefer subtitles or do you prefer it to be dubbed in English?
Subtitle.
So it depends on what I'm watching. Sometimes, like if I'm watching old kung fu movies, dub 100% of the time. I think that adds to the experience for me because it's very an American thing. But like when I watch Kingdom, which if you guys haven't seen Kingdom, the Korean series about zombies,
Netflix.
Absolutely great on Netflix. You should watch that with subtitles for sure, because the Korean actors are fantastic in it, and you lose that level of sort of emotion that comes across. So I'm sure Squid Game is very much the same.
I wonder Jam watch it without subtitle.
Yeah, well, that's right, because Jam can speak Korean.
A little bit.
Yeah. Oh, nothing like Malaysia one in Isan where you pull goods on the cart behind the oh. No, I've never seen that.
Oh, wow. And like เกวียน ใช่ไหม So like here, like you can commute with your buffalo.
Oh.
So like it will drag like a wooden cart and you sit at the back. So normally like go between like house and your farm,
Yeah.
and carry kind of like the harvest plant back to your house. That type. It's all the time. I never really try.
Oddly enough, that Soy Mafia mentions buffalo. I was doing a shoulder workout last night, and Jib says when I get like a good pump on my shoulders, I look like a buffalo.
So he asks, "Do I look buff?" It's like, you mean buffalo?
Yeah, when you get a good pump, like especially like so. Yesterday I did chest, back, arms, and shoulders, and got really really good pump, and I was like, oh yeah, I feel good. And Jim's like, oh, you look like buffalo.
No, you ask, "Do I look buff?"
Yeah, he said
Something like that.
buffalo, yeah.
Like, is that mean the buffalo?
Yeah.
Is that a word from?
No,
Right?
It's not a
No?
It's not a short version of buffalo.
Oh, okay. I thought it's short version of buffalo.
No.
Sorry.
Osita says, I think the big issue may be foreign workers flooding into tourist zones illegally.
Oh,
to work.
yeah. I think yesterday I saw the news that like a neighbor country sneak in.
Yeah.
I can't remember where, but it must be province like next to border, and they found like maybe hundreds of them waiting for a truck to pick them
Yeah.
to where they're gonna work. It's like, really? So with this, you see, if we keep waiting until no case, then everyone
I'm not
die.
saying wait till no case. I'm saying wait until a higher level of vaccination in the general population.
Now
But-
they vaccinate teenager.
Yeah, no, it's good. I just would like a higher percentage. But I agree. I think there's also going to be a lot of like backpackers coming back, and talk about work illegally. I think the government's looking at those work laws now, like around digital nomads and stuff like that. And I think there's a lot of people in the expat community who get, or I'll call it the migrant community, right? I'm on the fence with the word expat, but there's a lot of people in that community of foreigners who, especially on YouTube, who get bent out of shape over the whole work permit thing. Like, yes, like I'm here legally. Yes, I have a work permit and a visa. And I honestly don't care if some backpacker sits in a coffee shop and writes a blog or sells, drop ships, dildos from AliExpress to people in America. And if that's skirting the gray line, on legal work here, like if you're, in my opinion, if you're doing something that you're not taking a job from a local, from someone who's here legally, which you very much are not if you don't have a work permit, there's very few legitimate companies that are going to employ you. So
Not easy to get it.
yeah, so in my opinion, like I don't have an issue with that. I don't get bent out of shape the way some people do. Right? If you want to come here and work remotely or whatever, and I believe that the government is, working internally. I think that's why we see some of the new visas coming out that are
The new one, ใช่ไหม? Like
Yeah.
they
yeah.
asking for like a specialist or
Yeah.
some type of job, like and like if you get very good pay and like one type is like if you're gonna retire in next 5 years, something like that, you can buy property here, move here, and like work from here or something.
I think that there are
Oh, you qualify.
not that old, auntie. So I think there are processes in place, or there's conversations happening internally in the government around the work situation with foreigners, with expats who come here and want to work remotely or whatever. And I think there should be, right? Those laws are old and need to be updated. So it doesn't happen overnight though. And again, there are people who get all bent out of shape and they want to die on that hill. That's not me. Like someone wants to come here and work remotely on a beach, do it. Like go ahead. I think there's people who out there who will argue the technicality of the laws that if you have a YouTube channel and you make YouTube videos in Thailand, you need a work permit.
Really?
There are people who argue that because there are lawyers who have said technically yes, but I doubt that I would have.
What if like a YouTube your YouTube channel not make any money,
Well, that-
or make less than like 15K a month, like.
Well, that's the other side of that argument. Like what they're saying, if it's monetized and you do it in Thailand, yeah, technically yes, technically.
But it's not make like million a month.
No.
That like, oh, that's a lot of money. You should pay tax. That I will understand.
Yeah.
But what if it's like very small? Like you make it for fun. Like, oh, I see this restaurant and I would like to show to other people so they can come. So then you film it and you say, oh, this restaurant is located here and what good food
Well,
there.
there's a reason we don't see a bunch of YouTubers in jail, right? I mean, I don't think the government cares.
Because
Right.
like, you know, it's not like big channel like and
Yeah.
get sponsor, you know. If it would be like if the channel make money like kind of a TV show, yeah, you should make it like a company setting.
Well, I think
So Thai YouTube channel,
The other-
some of them have to register like that because they make like 200 million.
So I think like the biggest issue we ever saw was that kid Nate. Who's-
Yeah.
One is a douchebag, but two, he they ended up finding out he didn't have. He said he had a registered company and a work permit and all this stuff, and he was getting sponsorship money from like CP or Central Group, one of the two, and he didn't. He wasn't legal, and they basically let him. They arrested him for some other bullshit where he damaged the train tracks, and then he tortured a cat, which makes him a douchebag.
With
But-
scorpion.
Yeah, with a scorpion. But they ended up giving him the opportunity to get right legally. So, it is what it is.
It's like if it's not a big issue, like you kill someone, that's a big issue. But like with this, okay, you might pay big fine and then
Yeah.
you have to fix it
Yeah.
as they recommend you to do.
Yeah, and if you can do it, then great. But yeah, I'm not ready to die on that hill for. It's not an argument I care about. Again, like Jib said, if you're generating a ton of income, like set up a business, protect yourself anyway, get liability, all of that. If you're making videos about restaurants or beaches and you're monetized and you're making a couple bucks a month, no one cares. And like I said, there's a reason the government's not sending task force out to arrest YouTubers and put them in jail.
Like if they want to like reclaim the tax,
Yeah.
like okay, calculate from $10 that I make.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
So check
yeah.
it.
And then they'll laugh and say, "Okay, give me,
Yeah, right.
give me 100 baht." Hey, John Poe, what's up? Do you see we're rocking the OG Auntie shirts today, live in the store? So Caesar says nearly all the breakthrough deaths in the U.S. are people with extreme immune deficiencies and elderly. Yeah, so
elderly.
It's something. I believe I was looking at the stats yesterday. Those 7,000 breakthroughs, 57% were over the age of 65. 57%, something like that, over the age of 65. And then, the vast majority had some type of immune deficiency, which is what happened with Colin Powell. He was fighting cancer at the time.
Do they have like
Yeah.
other underlying disease?
Yeah, so they have underlying, like he had cancer, right? So most of them have like an immune deficiency or some type of other issue.
Like diabetes, do they have?
I believe diabetes counts as an underlying issue for a lot of people. But
Yeah.
there are issues. But again, like we don't want to see that. That's one of the things. The senior Frank, number of infection incoming sandbox has been super low. The shortest path to real reopen is the vaccination rate. Yeah, I agree. I think I don't think we're going to be where we need to be by November to feel safe. But yes, that is really the only path to like a full reopen is a high vax rate.
When will you come back, Frank?
Luckily in Thailand, we don't have anti-vaxxers really. Like the few douchebag anti-vaxxers we have aren't significant, right? So it's not like America.
I don't know. Do we have or not for anti-vax?
Most of them are foreigners. So the
Really?
yogis living down on Kopanong. I don't have Buffalo Crust. We have trailers. I used to trail home most of my stuff as an SUV instead of a truck. The SUV because having the trailer is a little different than the Buffalo car, but yeah. Hey, Patty Doyle. I'm gonna drive. Oh, you're going to Shanghai. That's nice.
Chiang Rai. Oh, it's cold now.
Yeah. You got all those long sleeve shirts to keep you warm though, Patty. I'm still waiting for my Dreamy shirt to arrive. I ordered one of the Patty's limited edition Dreamy Follow Your Dreamies.
Ah.
I went with the OD green, so kind of the olive drab. So it looked like an old army shirt with a Dreamy scooter on it. Let's see, it was I was expecting you to experiment and be a local evil carnival. Oh, evil carnival. The kids at one of my schools got busted using a 3D printer for making ghost guns. Hey, you know what? The Second Amendment's there for a reason. Let's see. Oh, here we go. 3D printer homes are also hard to wire, run plumbing. Yeah, that's one of the other big challenges, right? I mean, the plumbing's really the hardest part. The wiring, right? You can just surface mount and conduit, but plumbing a little bit more challenging for sure. Sub easy. Ever since I started watching anime, plus I got to pick up words and other. Yeah. Anime, definitely anime. Some of them have been dubbed really well, whereas some have not. Right. So, like, there are certain animes that I think the dub is just as good as the original language, emotion, drama wise. But there are a lot that are just like, it's like some dude reading, and so you gotta hit the sub for sure. Actually, speaking of anime, did you guys see the new trailer that dropped yesterday for the Cowboy Bebop live action movie? I am so excited for that. The style looks dope, and I was a huge Cowboy Bebop fan. Actually, same director was Cowboy Bebop, and then my favorite ever anime, Samurai Champloo. But Cowboy Bebop, obviously, is the more iconic of the two. You gotta watch it with a lot of tissues. Oh, and you said Jam cried also, right? So Jib will definitely cry. Maybe we'll watch it. We'll put it on here. Oh, we gotta like really focus though, right? So we can't, if we're gonna do it with subs, so we can't work and watch it.
Yeah, that's why I don't
Jib
watch
watched Heat for the first time the other day. So, what I believe to be the best caper movie, best heist movie ever made, Michael Mann's Heat with Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, Ashley Judd, Michael Sizemore. You know, all these great actors in this one heist movie. Jib had never seen it. And the first thing she commented was, "Why is Robert De Niro so young?" So, and it's funny because if you think about his current career, like he plays a lot of like kind of comedy roles, and he plays that sort of older grandfather type of figure.
I remember him that way.
Yeah, like Intern, Meet the Fockers, like all of those. So,
Okay, like a little badass father.
Yeah.
That type, but not like, wow, the bad guy in the movie. And shoot a gun? No.
So, I mean, he is so good as a movie. And Jib actually, like, on the edge of her seat the whole time, loved it. And we watched it, and she was, like, blown away. And then last night, but I'll tell you what, one thing, Al Pacino is, like, the same amount of intense in every role he plays, is that intensity. Which, you know, it can get, for me, it can be a little old, but for the most part, like in Heat, it's just perfect the way he plays it. And then that scene where they're in the cafe together, he's like, "Hey, can I buy you a coffee?" But yeah, so good. And then this week we're gonna watch Fight Club. Jib's never seen Fight Club. Which
I know there's a Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah.
And like something like underground boxing.
Yeah, but it's got that's actually turns out to be a subplot.
Oh,
so we've got to watch the whole thing. Who said this? Is this John or Joe? Huh?
John.
Get the duct tape because I'm ripped. That is it's an actual photo. This is a real photo. This is not Photoshop.
No, you dream for it.
That's awesome. I gotta figure out how to do a little setup so I can pop up other things over here. Yeah, you guys watched the Apple event? I thought that was kind of cool. The new M1 Pro and Max. But I'm not really like huge. I don't work on a laptop anymore, so for me, if they put that Max chip in a Mini, I would be very interested. Very interested. I could then have double widescreens.
You can take one side of the wall and you just sit there. Okay?
Double widescreens with an extra screen. John's already watched it. He watched sub. Yeah, again, like it depends on the dub. Like there's certain things that the dub can be really good, but 99% of the time, yeah, I'm sub. But yeah, I'm sure all of you guys have seen Heat, right? Kazam says 7,000 hospitalized, not died. Please check. Yeah, I thought when I looked at it last night, I thought that the breakthrough deaths were in the 7,000s. I'll double check though, Kaz. Thanks. Have hella cows here. A few bison, American buffalo distances. Yeah, I've actually seen wild bison in Wisconsin before. Get more duct tape on hip. Oh, that's where the image came from. Buff still bench press. What's your shoulder span in meters since you need duct down, clear the SkyTrain door? I'm 64 inches shoulder to shoulder. Is that right?
No.
52.
I think 54.
54 shoulder to shoulder. Yeah, I'm 54 inches shoulder to shoulder. We measured me the other day. Ghost come with a 3D printer. Did you have metal one? The normal 3D printer media would not be able to build a working gun. CNC mill can easily. No, you can make what they call the Liberator. It's a one-shot 3D printed gun, and you just need a metal pin. But yeah, it's not reusable. One of my buddies was making the AR-15 lower receivers out of the aluminum chunks, and then giving them away out in Nevada. Joe, you had it twice. Yeah, so Joe had COVID once. You got Delta the second time, right, Joe?
Huh.
Yeah, so Joe got COVID, wasn't able to get vaccinated yet, got vaccinated, and then got it again.
Huh.
But second time didn't get sick.
Oh.
Depends. One Thai guy company that does nearly all the dub for Chinese movies is crazy funny. I love listening. You know, Craig, you know what the best thing is ever is watch WWE with the Thai commentators.
Nothing.
Oh my, so good.
Nothing.
So good, yeah. Also, he does the UFC in Thai, but he does the same style. It's out of this world good. Talking about border crosses from Laos. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but it's buff. It's buff, not buffalo. Yes.
It's a BUFF.
That's a good.
Same thing.
It's a good buffalo photo, though. I follow some TikTok account that all they do is show. It's a Thai account, and all they do is show buffaloes, and they put like sexy music behind it. I don't know why it's so interesting. It's just fun to watch. Soy Mafia wants to know if you still dance or practice.
No.
No, I think last time we used to take ballroom together when we lived in
try.
Prachani West.
Yeah, it's like a sport complex in Prachani Wade, and he cannot stand on the men's shoes.
Yeah, so actually I would end up with a lot of leg pain. So it'd be worse.
We're able to like get the dancing shoe for him, but like he can't stand on the heel.
Luckily, they're not that expensive, so it wasn't that big a deal. But yeah, I tried a few times. It's actually what happens is like after the dancing session, my legs would hurt worse than like a leg day workout. Like the next day, I couldn't get out of bed. Like every time.
And you imagine I stand on 3 inches before.
Yeah.
And can do jive with a 44 bar before.
No, gym is good. I am not. And for me, the biggest issue was always like I would just end up with like incredible leg pain after a dancing session. And it just like I think we maybe did 10 classes together.
It's very cheap there.
It's free. If you remember, it's free to go to
Yeah.
the dancing class. And it's only 40 baht a year to be a member. But yeah, I would have like just the worst cramps and like have to stretch out and like literally would be on the floor unable to move. I don't know what I was doing wrong. Everyone else walks around no problem in these freaking shoes. But for me, like I'm just like all cramped up and like curling in my inside my skin, like not good. And like laying on the floor trying to get my legs to function again. Like I just did like like 4 sets of calf blasters. Jib, no problem.
No problem.
Yeah. Cody says, by law, anyone who makes money from overseas assets they make money from would be illegal, right? So even if you make money from rent overseas, technically, yeah, but technically, again, like there's a reason they're not out arresting every YouTuber they see, Cody. You know, I think in the Thai government's working to revamp those. I believe internally there's conversation, there's dialogue going on. And I'll just say technically yes, but again, this is a gray area. I wouldn't worry about it. I think more. I wouldn't say. I think the laws regarding those things. Again, there's a gray area to it because 1, enforcement, 2, how do you prove it, you know, and like, what's the benefit of enforcing those laws for the police, where they have actual serious crime to worry about, and things that actually impact the company, which is again why I think when those laws were created, you know, there was no like digital nomad type of concept, so it wasn't as big of a deal, and now it's less concerning. He's using Wilson's design for the Liberator. Yeah, the Liberator is interesting. One shot, just have a nail as a pin. Have to get a new passport. Oh, the 11th of November. Nice.
11.
Little bit. 11th.
So you can get a good deal on a day. Shopee, Lazada.
Are you running an 11/11 sale?
Oh,
Yeah. What are you gonna run?
I don't know. They set up for me.
Oh, okay. Clue. Have you ever played? I think you just mean Clue, not Clue. Clue. There's a game called Clue. Is that what you mean, Time Mafia? Or Monopoly?
Monopoly, I know.
You ever
But
play it?
Cluedo, I don't know. Monopoly, I know. And
play
we
it?
have at home. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think she just means Clue. Or
What is that?
unless there's something called Cluedo, but there's a game called Clue, which is like who done it. Like you have to find out who killed the character.
Huh. Actually, I don't I'm not a fan of a kind of this type of game. I will spend time to do craft, not a game.
There's a couple board game cafes in Bangkok. I love to play board games. I think like I don't go all the time, but just to spend a day playing random board games, I think is so fun.
For me, if I have a day, I rather do cross stitch or crochet project.
Well, it's about hanging out with friends, playing a game, being silly for a little bit, and then calling it.
Not for me.
Where was I? Funny when you said dubbed as good as subtitles for Cowboy Bebop. Whoever's cast is Faye Valentine will have to be 10. What do we got here? I think that Cowboy Bebop the dub was so good. Same with Samurai Champloo, the dub was so good. If you guys have never seen Samurai Champloo, great anime to watch.
Next time, John, when you go to Thai restaurant, whatever you order, you end up with pit. Okay?
Hey Jane, how's things in the UK? Andy, what's going on? Oh, here we go. Craig's got me. 7,175 deaths, 85%. 85% over 65. Oh, okay. I thought 57. 85 over 65. Little less than half female. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, it's high numbers. So I think we see. Oh, maybe it was 57% over 85 that I was looking at. But yeah, over 65. That's a big percentage. Jane Chisholm crumpets. I've been to Tim Hortons. We've been to Tim Hortons. Jim's a fan of the cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
I will tell you though, the one issue that we have with Tim Hortons as a whole is that they're half the time out of the things that we want to order. And every time I've tried to order brewed coffee at Tim Hortons, they tell me they don't have it, and they just want to make me an Americano, which to me is just lazy. Like, you just don't want to brew coffee, right? And I don't want to drink an Americano. And so we end up in this, like, duel to the death over my coffee. Look, I don't like Americano. I find espresso to be...
So when you go out, just drink orange juice, okay?
But I want coffee.
You drink coffee from home.
Okay. But, yeah, if I go out and I want to order brewed coffee, which is why I like to go to places that only make brewed coffee, like Artis or Gallery Drip. Actually, Dean and DeLuca used to make brewed coffee. If you order it, they'll do a pour-over for you, which I find to just be a smoother, nicer drink. Americano's too bitter. Too much like espresso, which I don't like in general. I think it's espresso's got nice texture, but it's really, I think it's only good like if you're mixing it with milk. Actually, I had a soy latte at that cafe in Sealam the other day, which was horrible. I think the soy milk might have been bad. It was a very nice cafe though, and I would go again and try something different. Like I would just get an Americano or whatever, or a regular espresso, or I'd probably try one of their teas. But I think their soy milk was bad because it was all broken. Like the protein was broken. It was all clumpy. Not good. Even you could see it in the when it was mixed up. It was all chunky. Which, again, I shouldn't have ordered a soy latte anyway. I know better because it doesn't bubble up the same as milk. You need oat milk for that. Yeah. There's a couple. There's one at the biggest one I know of is at Samyang Midtown.
There's a one at the park medical something is at MRT Queen Circuit.
Chinatown.
That one.
There's a couple others I think, but yeah, that big one at Samyang Midtown is pretty huge. Yeah, and they have like sandwiches and Timbits and the donuts and everything. But yeah, the brewed coffee thing, I don't know, guys. In America, does everywhere want to make espresso now too, or is this just an Asia thing? Because I feel like 99% of the cafes in Thailand, all they want to do is make espresso and make like espresso drinks. No one wants to make brewed coffee, or unless you go to a specialty shop, like a third wave coffee shop type of place where they're gonna do like pour over or siphon or something like that's more of a brew. Like UCC has their Kino brand. UCC in general will do pour over French press or siphon if you want it. And again, all of those are preferred brew methods to me to Americano, which I think espresso in general is just I know baristas hate it when I say that, but it's like Yamazakian, what's going on? Many small yellow rubber duckies is a meme in display. A little rubber ducky. Okay, Senior Frank to the rescue. Clue and Cluedo are the same game. Okay. Then they should be named the same. Different regions use different names. That makes sense. The three of you need to Scrabble or Boggle together. I suck at Scrabble. Mostly because I suck at spelling if I don't have Google to assist me. Actually, I read somewhere that there's a lot of high-level Scrabble players in Thailand. That they compete at like this international Scrabble championship in their Thai. And some of them don't even speak English. They're just really good at Scrabble.
Yeah.
Clue is Cluedo in Oz. Cluedo, known as Clue in North America, is So apparently America's the odd one out. So America should call it Cluedo and not Clue. If we're the only ones, then we're wrong. You have a small mini potted cactus. Do you have a small mini potted cactus? Yipsy bot, 20 bot.
20 บาท no.
Do we have cactus? I don't think they're 20 baht though. They're not cheap.
25.
Yeah. We have a couple. If Jib hasn't killed them yet. Jib is not the best when it comes to cacti. We have a couple plants doing really good right now though. I'll say like our trees are doing really well out front, and our climbing plant is doing really well right now. I'll tell you, their brewed coffee is not bad. It's not for like just a regular brewed coffee. I would get Tim Hortons all day. Just they never have it.
Is that coffee?
I don't know. That looks like. Who sent this? Is this some 2 girls 1 cup shit, John? What is that? Yeah, Tim's coffee is good. For sure. If it's brewed, I look at brewed, but how do they even make espresso in the U.S. or Canada with Tim Hortons? New issue, 100 baht, color and issue, orange or off yellow. I haven't seen new. Have you seen new 100 baht bills?
The yellow ใช่ไหม
Yeah, have you seen it? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, one time. You got it from ATM machine and you said, "Oh, I don't know that you want it."
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And you pay for something.
That's right. It's money. About 1/8 of that died from flu every year. Usually same age group: diabetes, cancer survivors, asthma. Cancer treatment in general destroys your immune system, right? I was hooked on Express after a club night rave in Paris. My escort took me to have espresso and a baguette at 4 a.m. the train station. Awesome 1980s.
Oh.
4 a.m. espresso. You sure? Was it a white espresso, Craig? In powder form? Off-brand shops all do espresso in the finer Italian restaurants. I think every Italian restaurant does espresso. It's like an after-dinner thing for them, or after any meal thing for Italians. Well, I don't necessarily think espresso is bad. I just think it's not as good as like a quality brewed coffee. Like I think if you're more focused on like a milk-based drink, then espresso is the right thing. Like a brewed coffee would suck with milk in it, but like I just like black brewed coffee. I like to taste the beans, the roast. I want that to come through, which for me means like a pour over or a French press or a siphon, something like that. Yeah, AeroPress is really good. Yeah, you're right, if done right. There's a couple different techniques. There used to be a cafe at Habito inside Hubba 2, which was a co-working space where they did only AeroPress coffee. It was really good. Really, really good. And they did everything was a light roast, and they had like a bunch of different brewing temps. And the guy who was the barista there had a bunch of recipes really dialed in. I always enjoyed it. I played a little bit. I played a few times Words with Friends with a couple of my buddies. And, it was okay, but like I never got like addicted to it. Like a lot of people were like really addicted. Like, not addicted, but they were really into it. That wasn't me. Oh, here's a good one. What Tarantino films have you watched? I know you've seen Kill Bill, right? 1 and 2. Have you seen Inglourious Bastards?
What's that?
With Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf?
No.
So... have you seen Pulp Fiction?
Some part.
Some part. I think we need to watch Pulp Fiction. I know Jip has not seen Reservoir Dogs. We did watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'll let her... I liked it. I think Jib enjoyed it as well. I know my buddy Eric was hating on it. So 1 second. It was groceries arrived, so Jib's... Jib's going out to get... I don't know why she brought the box. I don't think she got that much stuff. 1 second, guys. So we get all of our groceries delivered from 2 different places, Villa and Big C. Villa came the other day because they do same-day delivery. And Jib, I think she only has a few things coming from Big C because usually the majority of what we get comes from Villa. Well, for me, because actually I got a funny story about my Villa order. I've been eating a lot of beans just to get a more plant-based protein in my diet. And so I've been eating like a can of beans every day. Or 2 cans of beans. Sometimes, like after workout, I'll do 2 cans of beans with like some couscous or something as a carb. And I ordered like 25 cans, not realizing that they would send me a whole case. It's 24. And so I got 24 cans plus a case plus 1 can, which was kind of cool. Of just like regular baked beans. Unfortunately, I can only get like these British style baked beans here, which aren't bad, but they're just like more tomatoey than like American baked beans, which have more of that kind of brown sugar, slow cooked kind of flavor to them, which I would prefer. But you know, get what you can get. I think I saw them here, like Bush's vegetarian baked beans in the market, but they were like 180 baht per can. Whereas these British style beans are like 39. So I will opt for the British style over the expensive ones. Dan, what's up, man? Never fan of Tim Hortons. They had it in Cranston. There was a couple in Rhode Island. I think there's one in Providence as well. I think if you're in Rhode Island, right, like you have Dunkin' Donuts coffee in your blood by default. I'm trying to see Jib's. They pulled the truck way too far up, so I can't see Jib unloading. Timmy has espresso shots here in Michigan. Add to any coffee, but haven't seen just espresso. I always thought that's weird. Like, why would you get a coffee of one flavor and then get a shot of espresso added to it? Because it's probably a different roast, I would imagine. Keep in touch, Thailand. What's going on? Hey, Stock, what's up, man? Oh, here comes. Oh, I see Jib got we had to stock up on tissue. So when the situation first hit, everyone was buying toilet paper and like going crazy in America, and then some people in Thailand started to do the same thing. And I said to Jib, should we get some in case we run out? Because I think we only had like maybe like 10 rolls left in our stock. And Jib was like, I don't think we need to stock up. Like, if it goes out of stock, it'll come back. Like, because we have the bum gun, the glorious bum gun here in Thailand. We don't really use toilet paper in the same way. So we ordered 1 pack, which was, I think it was 32 rolls in total. Oh yeah, just a few things from, not too bad. And so I think it was 32 rolls. And we literally, that was in 2020, like March 2020, and we are almost out. We have like 5 rolls left. So Jib just ordered another pack of toilet paper. The bum gun kind of completely changes like the usage of toilet paper overall. Like, you just don't use anywhere near as much. And it's cleaner and it feels nice. Let me see. I think last week announced more taser being bought for Thai police use soon. And I'm not concerned. Like, Thai police don't even shoot people, so they're not going to start tasing people. I used to work down the street from the Kill Bill church. Had an awesome convo. Wow. Oh, the one from the big kill scene at the beginning, the wedding? I have been tased, yes. Several times. Oh, babe, is that heavy?
Yeah, it's a bag of rice and your 13 can of beans.
Oh, I didn't see the bag of rice. Oh, Jim said I got 13 more cans of beans from this place. Okay. Sorry, babe. I would have gone out to get it. Yeah, I've been tased. I don't know if it's... No, I've never been shot with the darts. I think that's a taser, is if you get shot with the darts. I think I've been hit with a stun gun, where like you actually have to make contact to the skin, or not to the skin, but like where someone has to touch you with it to like shock you. So I think a taser requires like I think that you have to shoot the taser with the darts. So I've been hit with the stun gun, and I've been hit with, I guess one time, yeah, I did get, I don't know if that's, one of my friends who was an MP invited me to one of their trainings, and I don't know if, sorry guys, a little sneeze. So I don't know if it was a taser, but they didn't shoot it at me. They just like hit me with it. But like it didn't go into my skin or anything. But it was like the yellow shaped gun thing that they had. It is weird because it doesn't necessarily hurt, but it doesn't feel good. And you can't do anything. The stun gun hurts after. Like, and actually I remember one of my buddies had one, and he would just like jokingly walk around and like shock people, like shock his friends, not random people, but shock us in the ass with it. That was or one time we were all like drunk in his room, and we were passing it around, just shocking each other. That didn't end well either. Hello, D from Chicago. What's up in Chi-Town, my friend? I'm not a fan of Starbucks, but one day go to the 5th floor one in Tokyo, like Willy Wonka for coffee, incredible baked goods, start in Japan, and bar with only coffee and Sprite. Yeah, I'm not a Starbucks fan either, except I will say that their nitro cold brew is a guilty pleasure of mine. However, there used to be a company here in Thailand that made really good cold brew as well, called Nitro Labs or something like that. And they had like a little pop-up. It used to be at the fight nights. Remember the Nitro coffee at the fight? Was that Nitro Labs?
Yeah.
Really good. I don't know if they're still around. I don't know if they've...
They are.
They are?
One at the True Digital.
Oh, okay.
Near the cafeteria. No, not cafeteria, food court.
One of the carts, so they have a shop?
Yeah, it's a cart.
Yeah.
It's like they make it look like a tuk-tuk.
Oh.
Front, and like the machine is at the back.
Nice. Yeah, so I would say that their nitro cold brew is better than Starbucks and cheaper, like half the price. But yeah, they used to give out free cups at the FMD fights, like 11 p.m. We'd be leaving, and Jim and I were always like the first out of the fights. Like we're not about that late night life, so we want to get to the train before it closes, and we want to get home. Or we want to at least grab some dinner and then head home if we haven't eaten yet.
Why I have just head? Scary.
Oh, why the tiger? So bad. I don't know. Am I off base? What do you guys... John, this is hilarious. What do you guys think? Do you guys watch the tiger? I think they're horrible. I mean, it's so uncomfortable for me to watch that dude. I guess I thought he was British, but I guess he's Australian. I just think he's like so out of touch, and I think their coverage is just lackluster at best. I don't know. What do you guys think? Soy Mafia says mom and pop local hoagies. I do miss subs is what we called them where I grew up. Waffle House I miss for the entertainment. After all these years going to Tokyo, I had a bidet installed here. TP use went to... Yeah. So I was talking about, like, we bought TP. I was like, oh, should we buy it? Because everyone's buying it.
Because we saw the news that, like, when the COVID start...
It was out in America.
Yeah. People go stock for TP. It's like, why do we need that a lot?
Well, people started buying it up here because I remember seeing that Villa was out.
Well, just so you know, Villa is like normally their customers like foreigner here.
And so I asked Jib, and she's like, well, we have 10 left, so let's buy one more. And we bought, like I said, it was a 32.
Yeah.
And we just ran out. We bought that in like March 2020. So yeah, we have the bum gun. Absolutely, like one, it's like the greatest thing ever. But the Japanese toilets are like magical robots. But I like the bum gun, and we have good pressure here as well. So like my bum gun, I'm power washing my lower GI tract with that bum gun. But yeah, you get in there and it really cleans you out, makes you feel good, and really. You know, one, you don't use a ton of toilet paper. Like a couple sheets and you're dry, you're good to go. Whereas with toilet paper, you're like just smearing it around until you don't see it anymore. Okay, John's correct. Yeah, if it doesn't use the darts, it's a stun gun. I've been hit with both. Was it when one of those guys went Jet Li and you hit the air? No. John in question, 5.5 or 6.5 hollow points are fun. We're talking about hollow points. Hey, Mike, what's up? Deer hunting here in Michigan. Yeah, you guys have a short season, right? Is that what someone was saying last time? I think in Ohio it's a pretty long season by comparison. But, I mean, really, it's the only way to really keep the population in check, given that we live in their area, like we've taken over their natural habitat, and the deers produce like rabbits. Like when they're in heat, they're just like, you can hear them. Like when I lived in Ohio, I remember I was in my bedroom one night, and I could hear like this sound coming from the backyard. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Right, and I turned on the light for the backyard, and the spotlight popped up, and I saw two deers going at it. Like, what the? So, yeah,
Lucky that's not your neighbor.
I don't know what would have been less shocking, to see my neighbors having sex in my backyard or to see the deers. Actually, one of my neighbors was like a older, divorced, retired lady, and she was like kind of like a fun, fun retired lady. Her kids were in college, and she was dating, and I always got a kick out of that. She would have all the guys she was dating come over. She dated a lot of younger guys, and some of them younger than me. She was definitely a wild cat, a cougar, if you will, but she was a fun lady. Her daughter was always embarrassed. She was like, Did my mom have young guys over this week? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not paying attention to your mom's life. Maybe. She's like, oh, it's so embarrassing. She flirts with the guys at my school.
Wow.
I was like, hey, she's going to itch. It's going to get scratched somehow. The daughter was all offended. Time to switch to being a lifetime cannabis tea consumer. Past this 20... Cannabis tea?
Cannabis.
Cannabis tea. Actually, I just had some the other day. I got delivered from a shop up in Pocono. Yeah. Actually, not far from you, Cody. Oh, Cody's at breakfast. Probably went out to get some fried eggs from a street vendor. So I had some delivered in cannabis fries. I thought the tea was okay, but Jib didn't like it. It wasn't sweet enough for her. I enjoyed it. And it was after a hard workout, so it relaxed me, mellowed me out. It seems like the Tiger just read headlines and ads. Yeah, pretty much. Zero actual reporting and just out-of-touch rude comments on top of a very, very white foreigner point of view on their content, I will say. Again, the type of stuff I just don't engage with. Oh yeah, here's Chris. He's an Australian DJ with high cringe factor. Makes sense. He's clearly making content for people with a very colonialist mindset, in my opinion. Good night, off to Guadalajara and Tequila Valley, Altos region. Enjoy that, Osito. Enjoy that. Have some good tequila, some good mezcal. Lucky. At first, a cool channel and his droll sense of humor exposed itself in the sarcasm of Thai issues just leaves. Yeah. Again, to me, the Tiger comes across as, these guys who want to, he has a very colonial mindset. And he's like, he makes fun of, anything the Thai government or Thai people do in a very kind of underhanded or backhanded way. And the type of dude who honestly just needs to get, checked by some old Muay Thai fighter who disagrees with him on the street somewhere. But yeah, again, it's the type of people who watch that or who follow that and think it's great are the type of people I don't need to associate with. Oh, my phone just rebooted itself. I had an update pending. Maybe that's it. So yeah, again, not for me. I watched them when they first popped up. I thought there was some interesting stuff maybe they were gonna do, and it just went straight. To me, it's very much like a YouTube version of Thai Visa in a lot of ways, but maybe worse because I think Thai Visa has a lot of those guys are just putting their own comments out on forums, and that's what forums are. And it feels like Tiger just takes the worst of Thai Visa and puts it on YouTube, and then has some Australian guy be like, "Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We're better than brown people." It's kind of what it feels like. Okay, Deer Season October. Oh, that's not bad. Pretty long. Is that for gun and bow or just gun, Mike? Oh, for you, Jim. Tokyo Disneyland or HK Disneyland or visit Shanghai one? Which would you rather do?
Tokyo?
Just because you want to go to Tokyo? You skip Disneyland?
I will go to craft shop in Japan.
That was our plan for last year. Maybe 2022? 2023?
That would be bad if we go there and cannot come back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were kind of planning for the end of 2020, so it's not like we were we didn't even book.
Yeah.
Actually, was it our accountant booked a bunch of trips and they had to cancel?
Yeah. And many of my friends are booking for
the Olympics.
Yeah, I don't know if they pay yet. Maybe they pay before. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
I've been to Disney World in Florida. I don't know. I don't understand why adults go without kids. It doesn't make sense to me. It's really not.
I don't know. It's an amusement park. It's not for me.
One, the rides aren't great. If I'm going to go to an amusement park for rides, I'm going to go to Cedar Point in Ohio. Or some ridiculous place in the Midwest of America.
So maybe some ad out is still a Disney cartoon. So it's same as you like anime.
Yeah,
thing is of they see it as their own anime. So it's the same thing.
But if there was an anime theme park, I wouldn't go. I don't for me, if I go to an amusement park, like I said, for rides, I'm gonna go to Cedar Point. Right? I wanna go on the most ridiculous coasters that make me question my decision making and think I'm gonna die. That's what I want. I don't want to go be around Mickey and Minnie and princesses, and there's aspects to Disney that I like. There's aspects that I don't, but not enough to pay to go. But I would probably go to a Godzilla theme park.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, I think Tokyo for sure. Hong Kong. Say rum? Oh, bum run. Gotta make that bum run. That's a good one. Bum run. I should make a bum gun t-shirt. With a little handle.
Thai will know what is that.
Pack and heat. And just make it say pack and heat. Quick draw McGraw. So, I don't know. Soy Mafia, have you been to Disneyland in one of those spots? I don't know. I wouldn't, if I was in Hong Kong, I think the last thing I'd want to do is same thing with Tokyo. Like, the last thing I'd want to do is go to Disneyland.
I don't know, maybe just like go there one day and like walk around, enjoying, like see the kids' happy face. You know, maybe
Yeah.
when you go there, you see like kids' happy face. That's something.
Yeah.
Like so happy to see like the fairy tale and like a prince and princess
It's probably like
walk
6,000
around.
baht a day to go in.
I think if we can afford to go to Tokyo, it can be like we can pay for the ticket also. I
6,000
think.
baht per day
Ah,
for one person.
yeah. Why not?
Oh, maybe. It seems like a lot for me just to do stuff I don't want to do. But I have friends who got engaged at Disneyland in Tokyo. Or Hong Kong? I think Tokyo. Fa and Pack.
Tokyo Sea.
Sorry. But, yeah, I don't know. I think there'd be more fun things to do. When's my turn on Blue Origin rocket? The big penis rocket? The Blue Origin rocket's the Amazon one that looks like a big penis.
Oh,
You know he designed that to look like that on purpose. No one makes an accident like, ooh, and accidentally it looks like a big cock. Oh, thank you, Amazaki. They already had me to the Blue Origin sweepstakes. Well, if they send me up, I appreciate it. Oh, this is archery season, gun only, November 15th to 3rd. Oh, short gun season. Hey, Dan, have a good one, man. Good night. Oh, heck yeah, Cedar Point and straight to the top thrill or Raptor. Oh yeah, I mean, oh, yeah, everything is Cedar Point. Top Thrill Dragster, awesome. Top Thrill Dragster is a EMP launched coaster. So literally, you start at a standstill, it shoots you, like accelerates to 120 miles per hour, like right away, like you shoot straight up in the air, and then you come back down. And sometimes, if you're lucky, it fails to go all the way up, and you fall back, and they do it over. I like the what do they call Millennium Force? That's a good one too. I think when they built Millennium Force, it was the longest coaster in the world, and it has like 20 seconds of weightlessness or something from the loops. And then the year I left, they built the one that's off to the side and spins independently. I never rode that one. I always wanted to, didn't get a chance. But yeah, I think Top Thrill Dragster is a lot of fun, and all of them are, and they're all fun. They're all good time. But yeah, Millennium Force, I like the longer coaster rides, unless it's like Top Thrill Dragster, which is just like fast. There's one in Vegas as well. I think it's at the Sahara. It's the NASCAR coaster. It's also an EMP launch, and it shoots you up, and then you twist back, type of thing. So, and then there's a couple out there that are interesting in that way. I need to enter the sumo sandpit in Japan. Not that big, Soy Mafia. Not yet.
big enough.
Oh no, Gojira, run for your life. Actually, some of the sumos are tall too. They're like almost 7 feet, some of the big ones, yeah.
Japanese 7 feet tall?
No, they import them from other countries.
I thought he is Japanese.
No, I think I don't know if the current champ is Mongolian, but there was a guy who was like one of the longest reigning sumo champs was Mongolian. He was short, but he wasn't super big, but he was strong and very agile.
You can try.
They have amateur sumo in America.
Oh, but with all the tattoo, maybe you cannot.
I think my tattoos would make it a no-go. Went to a restaurant once off the canal, and the tissue disappeared. Dispensers were rigged to pull tissue out of the butthole. Your food tasted a little different after that. Okay. Did Universal in Osaka was actually pretty cool, but preferred Fuji-Q. Highland is like a Cedar Point of Japan. Nice. Okay, I would try that. Fuji-Q Highland. I bet you they're small. Did you fit in the coasters though, John? Like, they've got to be like Japanese-sized coaster seats. Because even Cedar Point, like the seating for, I forget the one, it's the one that's U-shaped and there's spirals on each side, and you just go back and forth. That one is like super small. Like it's tough for me to fit in because my shoulders actually stuck out past the seat, and so when they tried to close the thing on me, it hurt. Oh, do they have a Nintendo Land in Japan? Oh, well, that's a game changer. Diving machine, G5 coaster in Taiwan. Oh. See, now we're talking like coaster. Jim hates coasters. Doesn't even like Ferris wheels. Like you won't even go on like the Ferris wheel at
That one can.
At Asiatique, the tall one.
Can.
Okay.
But like that time it's like tourists and like the lines, like why have to wait to
But
go
would you
up?
go on the Ferris wheel
No problem.
at the local carnival where they're spinning it by hand?
That one fine because it's not that high.
Yeah, but you know it's gonna fall.
I know. But and sit with you, it will like go to one way for sure.
Oh, it's tight. The mega coaster at Tokyo Dome City and barely fit. Yeah, even in Cedar Point, like Millennium Force is big enough, like you can sit in comfortably. But like like I said, the Top Thrill's a tight fit. Like some of the other ones, if you have wide shoulders, the seats are too narrow. But I always found the ones that you sit underneath. Oh, nice. I'll check those later. The ones that you sit under the track are much better fit because you're kind of sitting in like a saddle, and then your legs are hanging free while you're in the coaster. And you're up against a bench on your back, so it's much more comfortable if you're a big person. Vortex at Cyan Park? What's Cyan Park?
สวนสยามไง
Oh,
I tried that
no.
one and have heyday for 2 hours.
I have not.
I think it's go one way and then go back.
Yeah.
Like backward. It's hurt my brain. I cannot walk like dizzy.
At Cedar Point, my favorite ride was the Skyhawk, which is basically these massive swings that just swing you up, and you get just past 90 degrees, and you get like these moments of weightlessness where you're just facing the ground. Skyhawks. Such an intense ride. Like just like the feeling of like death that you get like as you face down. This is the greatest thing.
I might pass out.
Yeah, the Raptor.
And at the end, I might pass away.
No, you won't pass away. You might pass out. People do pass out. The girl next to me passed out last time I did the Skyhawk in Cedar Point. Actually, I rode that when I was in Cedar Point last time. I probably rode the Skyhawk 10 times because it's my favorite ride.
Yeah.
It's never a long line because a lot of people don't like it. But if you like it, you like it. Yeah, the Raptor, that's where you're sitting under at Cedar Point. It's like those are the easy ones for dudes our size to fit in, John, because like there's nothing kind of cupping your shoulders. So if you're wide, you want to sit on those inverted ones. And the Skyhawk, where it's just like a little seat, you don't really need to be like, you don't have to have your back stabilized because you're just swinging. You're not like flipping and spinning. So there's like no issue with like spinal stuff. But yeah, the Raptor is a good one. But yeah, Millennium Force is always fun. There's a long wait to get a Millennium Force. Just like some of those coasters can be a 4-hour wait.
Oh,
Just to go on.
it's too long to wait.
Yeah, unless it's 30 minutes, I don't wait for a ride. Check out the point of view YouTube video on Vortex. Legs and hang free, 33. Oh no, I'm definitely gonna check it out, Craig. Like the Raptor, very similar. Okay. I think that burnt down again.
Huh?
The Dinosaur Land in Ekamai, right?
พร้อมพงษ์ปะ
Prom Home. It burnt down, right? They closed it.
I think Ferris wheel burn one time. I think maybe the
They've
lease
had a
contract of the land just like end. Maybe they moved to somewhere else.
They had 2 fires since
Yeah.
I've been here. Hey, Magans, what's up, my man? You ready to come back in November? Get back stateside or what? Oh, get back Thailand side, I mean. Get out. Greg went to the States for a month in 2020. He's still there. Hey, D, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you. So.
Very much appreciated, D.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so Greg went to the U.S. for a month in 2020 and hasn't been back. He's been paying rent in Thailand since then.
To keep his room.
Because he has such a good room, he doesn't want to lose it. Soon ready to come back, right, man? So ready to come back. Yo, like straight up.
It's just like, if he's not go out of the country yet, just easy to live here.
It's just bad, it's just bad timing that you were going for a month and then they're like, close the borders. It's funny because like you left like full intention, like I want to be in Thailand if this is all going down, I got to get back, and then it was too late. Whereas I knew other people who were stuck here and chose to take repatriation flights like back to the U.S. when things were really bad. Like I've talked about one of the characters I know, Bareback Walsh, was in Thailand, and he was telling people that Thais were going to kill people and kill foreigners in the streets.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's a movie or what?
I'm like, what are you even thinking about, dude? Like, where are you coming from with this? And he's like, yeah, no, they're going to kill us in the streets. And they're going to... Okay, I'll check it. But he's like, no one's going to be able to eat. They're going to kill us in the streets. And,
maybe he watched too much movie.
Oh, you know what's weird? So, D, I just saw that you saw you sent the animation, but for some reason when I popped the animation over onto the screen, it doesn't pop up.
Oh.
But it's a cool animation if you guys can see it in the chat. But yeah, Bareback Walsh thought that people were going to start getting killed in the streets, and he flew back to America, and everyone was sick. And so I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, it's like they're going to eat foreigners when there's no food here. I'm like,
huh?
What country do you live in, dude? Like, do you have something rotting your brain away? I know what you do.
We never have shortage for food.
Yeah.
Except one time that a big flood, because it's flood all the factory areas, which is like some of them are food factories, so we can eat just whatever in the stock from the big supermarket.
Yeah, I thought it was humorous that he thought that and he ran off. Whereas I would if I could be anywhere, it would, especially early days, it was Thailand. Right? We've had a rough go of it since the second wave, but we're turning it around. Home's home, doesn't matter. Any cannabis tea for you? Actually, Greg, we found a place not far from here that has cannabis tea I ordered the other night. Wasn't bad at all.
Not sweet.
Yeah, Jim wanted it a little sweeter. We'll try the berry one next time. Hey, have a good one, Chief. Thanks for swinging by. The giant one with the dinosaur is still thriving. That's like massive and awesome too. It's home to the custom car collection too. Is it still there? The giant, the one in Prompong? It's been a while. I need to check with my auntie landlord and let her know when I'll be back. Let Jib know she can reach out for you. Auntie Jib ice skating? Oh, yeah, you don't want to see Jib ice skate.
No.
That was our second date, was ice skating at Central World, and Jib hugged the railing the whole time. Swan, in Pattaya. So he's saying the big one in Pattaya. I'll be in Pattaya November 5th for lunch, if everything works out right.
Wait. สวนนงนุช not Ning Nut, Nong Nut. So he's the same owner as Scala.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so November. Oh, maybe I'll add that to the trip for the Pattaya ride, or for the upcoming motorcycle ride that we're doing. So that'll be a video come out probably closer to the end of November, but big trip on the scooter. Will be again. It'll be. You guys have noticed a lot of the recent content the focus has been on like urban design in Bangkok. So like how Bangkok is built and designed. That's why the train, the BTS videos and the mangrove videos. That's really the direction that we're enjoying taking it right now. And so this motorcycle trip will be of that same vein, if you will, or that same genre. And if they ever, nice.
Khon
Oh, okay.
Because they found like the footprint
Oh, yeah,
and
I
the
remember,
fossil there.
And if they ever lift this curfew, there'll be the 50-kilometer walk video that will definitely happen. Hey, Dave, you're in Pattaya now, right? How's things? How's vacation? Oh yeah, he had corrected himself. Like I think before you.
Yeah,
you did,
ส่วนนงนุช
Nong Nuch.
นุช
Nuch.
ส่วนนงนุช
So I'll add that to the list for this trip.
So you might see some part of Scala there.
Yeah, maybe.
Like the light that they took out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the chandelier.
And like on the ceiling,
Oh,
the
yeah,
one that...
the brass cups. I bought a NFT, art NFT from a Bangkok arts tattoo artist. Turns out he actually knows the guy I've been using for my profile pic. No way. That's hilarious. How many NFTs in your collection now, man? Okay. Great on vacation. What are you getting up to today? Going out to the beach? What are you doing?
Is it cold there?
Doing parasailing at Pattaya? We were talking about parasailing earlier, Dave. You gonna get up in the skies?
Maybe it's a nice beach now.
I bet you it's pretty clean. Oh, it's rainy season though, right? So it's probably still kind of murky.
Yeah, but like should be like not many tourists there
No
during the
condoms floating
week.
in the ocean.
That's not Phuket.
No, he's in Pattaya.
Yeah, I mean like we saw that one and...
I saw it in Phuket, in Pattaya also.
Oh, okay.
Remember the...
Okay, I remember that story.
Yes. Oh, I'm eating 6 subs for dinner. Nice.
Huh.
His name's Papa Juju. I think I have 7 pieces now. Nice. Nice. Still walking Ramadhan Bridge. Can you still walk on the Ramadhan? Can you walk on the Ramadhan? I don't
It's
think so.
very high, isn't it?
I don't think there's a footpath on Ramadhan Bridge.
I'm not sure.
Is Ramadhan Bridge where the cop crashed and his girlfriend died?
I think so.
And then he shot his gun into the air?
I think so.
Yeah. Did he get hit or did he just lay the bike down?
I think he just crashed himself.
No helmet?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't remember. Maybe he have helmet. If not, there will be lots of
It
damage.
was a couple of years ago. That's when they really started to reinforce the bridge ban. Great people. Yeah, nice, man. Nice. Yeah, you have a lot of subs in Pattaya, I guess. Interesting. Amazakian. What happened on the live stream? We all chatted for about an hour with no host. Most of my NFTs are from... Nice.
Ah.
Nice. Were you buying on Open Ocean or what platform are you using? Oh, you did a 1.5 hour live stream today? Nice. You want to try Pattaya Water Slide Park?
Water slide.
I told Dave he's going to forget Pattaya. He's going to come to Bangkok on vacation. Bangkok's where it's at, Dave. Those beaches are overrated. Concrete safari. Get some real culture. Just ended. Oh, nice. Is there a water slide park in Pattaya, though? I know there's one in Bangkok.
I think there are many places like Hua Hin, Pattaya.
Actually, when the hotel I stayed at, me and Rich Max stayed at in Pattaya, had water slides in the common area. Yeah. Open sea, that's it. or mint direct if I can. Nice. I'm going to check when our NFT is launching on spring. So we have a couple NFTs that will launch soon, hopefully.
Let's see, maybe next year when I can go to drawing class, I can do something.
Yeah. Possible. I'll come there soon. Wife and kids are there now for the day. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'd pick Bangkok over Pattaya any day, Dave. No place I'd rather be. Massive slide that you fly off into the lagoon. Oh, I've seen that on videos, I think. You go down there, you shoot up in the air. Yeah. I'm not sure how comfortable that would be. Yeah, we'll do, man. I think the first one will be kind of... I think the first one we're going to launch will be kind of fun. Oldest had a test. In Bangkok? Had a test in Bangkok? For...
What test?
Yeah, for what?
School?
Yeah, but they live in CERN, so it wouldn't be school test in Bangkok. It was like for university, maybe? Oh, no, that would be next semester. Are your kids... No, your kids are older than school age, right? So they're maybe it's like, you know, like certification or licensing or something. So I think your kids are like out of... oh, yeah, you said private school. I thought your kids were older than school age, though.
Maybe last year
Yeah.
in school.
Yeah. Your kids, they have physical school, Dave, or are they doing online? Because we don't even know yet what Jam is going to do for next semester. If she's going to go back.
I don't know.
Or she's
Waiting to hear from teacher.
Yeah. I'll tell you, if they don't have that English teacher rapist dude, then it's okay for me.
I think maybe he didn't work there now.
I hope so.
Because now she has a Filipino teacher.
Much better. I hope that.
And she likes him.
I hope that guy's floating in a klong somewhere, all bloated. I hope the AGT Extreme video of the stunt going wrong. Google that one. Ouch. Do you see AGT Extreme? Alright. I will look that up after. Stunt going wrong. Okay. Oh, they go to school in Bangkok. Okay.
They're only 16. Young.
I think 18 and 16. I think you meant to type 18.
เอาเหรอ
Yeah.
18 is
Online,
last
the
year
teacher
for school.
said she needed to come today for a test. Huh. Interesting.
Maybe it's a paper test, right? So like have to sit in a room and
Old school style.
yeah.
Old school. I don't even, when I teach at university, I don't even give tests. Because if you give a test, then you have to grade it.
จ้า
No, so I when I teach at university, most of my classes are generally like workshops, so it's pass-fail anyway. So it's more project-based. So like, usually it's like, you know, you have to make something, like make a podcast, make a video. I just submitted my proposals for Chula for next year. That one will be a class on live streaming, like how to create an engaging live stream with an audience and teach that. But I've been doing podcast class there for 2 years now, and the students seem to really enjoy that medium. Wifey just landed in Bangkok today. Congratulations to her. Doing 7 days off of Soy 11. As soon as they drop the quarantine altogether and open the bars, I'll be heading over there. So just dropping the quarantine by itself isn't good enough, Token Nomad. The bars have to
No
open.
bar open December 1st ค่ะ
December 1st?
ใช่
So I guess by then the quarantine will probably be gone if the government sticks to its November opening. So I guess you'll be here in December. Actually, well, is it November they supposed to serve alcohol in restaurants again?
No
It's December?
December
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, December 1st you can go.
have to wait for 2 months
If that's your criteria, yeah. I love that there's a secondary criteria to no quarantine and bars open. It sucked. I told my wife I wanted to talk to the teacher. She said no. Yeah, so last time I talked to Jam's teacher, Jib was like, okay, that can't happen again. Actually, I was talking to the principal.
Not
And-
principal. He's a head of the language.
So the head of the language program, and I was being very serious, and he laughed at me, and I was like, "Am I fucking Dave Chappelle, motherfucker? Well, what's so funny? Why are you laughing?" And everyone on the call went quiet, and the Thai education system in general has some faults to it for sure, and I think that. The biggest issue I had was this school's unwillingness to address a teacher who was clearly trying to groom a female student or a student in general. And the inability or the unwillingness to address that was a big issue for me. As far as I'm concerned, Jam's education, like her real education, is on Jib and I. Like, I don't trust, even if I was in America, like, the school doesn't teach you anything, really. They prepare you to move through a system that's been created for whatever country you're in. That's fine. She's got to do that. But her real education comes down to Jib and I. Like, really teaching her, like, how to, like, be successful and how to dissect information, how to solve problems. That's on us. The school can teach her all the crap and tests that she needs to take, whatever. And she can do that, but like her successful education, like that's on Jib and I. And I think we've done a pretty good job because she's a pretty badass girl. But yeah, the whole it's the school's administrative inability and ineptness to deal with these situations that was frustrating. And Mizaki, what widescreen monitor are you using with the Mini Mac? It's a Samsung 29-inch.
ใช่เหรอ
Samsung 29-inch. I forget the model number, Amazaki. But yeah, it's my ultra wide. It was a 20:9 aspect ratio or 20:10 aspect ratio. And then I have my secondary monitor is an AOC. And it's just a regular 16:9 ratio. And it is, I think, a 24-inch or 27-inch. It's a 27-inch is my second one. And they were both, the ultra-wide wasn't crazy expensive. I want to say it was 4,000 baht. And this one was like less than 2,000. Yeah. December 1st, already been announced. If it happens, I don't know, but that's the...
So like the bar, like they say they will open on December 1st, but you can get like alcohol from supermarket or 7-Eleven and you buy it and bring it home. No problem.
So I think, let's see, a lot can happen between now and December 1st. But
we don't know, but let's hope it's follow the plan.
Dude, it was like Jib messaged the parents group on that teacher. Like Jib has a chat group online of all the parents, and she told them what was going on, and no one cared. Not even the parents of that kid cared.
Yeah,
like
it surprised me.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Like, how can you like trust that teacher?
Yeah.
Like,
we had
stay
screenshots.
Around.
We shared the screenshots.
Most of the students in that class are girls.
Yeah.
Just small number of boys in that class. So it's like all the girls in there, and like, how could you know that? How he treat all the girls?
Yeah.
Like, no.
It was to the point where I offered if they fired him, I would teach for free until they could find a replacement English teacher. Right, that I would go in and I would run the class until they could find a replacement. And I literally, like, if they had put me in the same room with him, I would have beat him to death. Like that level of scumbaggery. This guy was. It just makes my skin crawl. But yeah, you're right, Token. Like the fact that we sent the screenshots, we informed all the other parents, and no one even said anything.
Yeah, even I translate that conversation in Thai and like explain how it's very improper conversation between teacher and student, and no one comment. Just like the teacher who take care of that class, just like call me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was absolutely insane to me. The level of my pen rye that was from these parents. So, but at the end of the day, like, I can only hold myself accountable for my actions. So again, if they had put me in the same room with them, I would have taken care of the problem permanently.
No, don't do.
But at the same time, like, he's gone, so now they got the Filipino teacher, which the Filipino English teachers tend to be really good. So
Yeah.
I've
And
got
she's
no issue.
enjoying
Yeah.
the class. And he's like, the other day before, like, breaking time, it's like, she listened to his class and like, I can hear it. And it's like, oh, wow, he speaks like American. Okay. Smooth. Like, oh, nice.
Yeah, most Filipinos have like they have like American slang, even though they still understand that
okay.
context. Because of America's very sordid history with the Philippines.
And it's like the way Jam can reply to teacher is like also smooth.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
Jam's English is really good.
So much better than when I was young.
Yeah, and she speaks Korean and Thai and English. I mean, yeah.
And I try to put Japanese one at a time to her.
No, Jam doesn't know calculus.
Well,
But she knows it, I guess.
she knows that's called calculus.
Yeah.
But let's say Gemini not good for the math. Well,
Jim's whole career was based on math, so don't
that's
take that with a grain
statistic.
of
No,
salt.
that's statistic different from calculus, right?
Yeah.
So with statistic, I understand. I know how to play with it and to get the result that I want. But calculus, not really.
Calculus is it is sort of a boring math, right? Like, in general, it's not very high level, and it's a bit too complex. The way they teach it is too complex for what it is. I like the optimization mathematics and Boolean mathematics. Those are my two favorites. And like, most of my academic work is based around optimization, like path optimization. So are you going to the Hill Tribe school? Yes. When everything is good and the teacher gives us like a thumbs up, like all the kids are vaccinated, the village is in good shape.
Oh, I don't know if they get vaccination.
Well, like
yeah.
when
Kusama.
Kusam tells us it's good to go, then we will go up.
Have to wait until like end of the raining season for sure.
Yeah, can't go up during rainy season. Like, you go up there, the road gets washed out, you're stuck.
And it's like muddy road that like you sit in a truck that it might slip to the side of the mountain.
It might happen.
Scary though. You can go with my and Gracie. I'll wait you here.
Yeah. Time to find a cop who's willing to make him right? Yeah. See if Joe Ferrari's available for a turn.
Oh.
That's what's gonna happen to that guy eventually. He keeps messing around like that.
So I think it's just like, if the semester is longer, and like you just go there, show up as a father and talk straight to that teacher, I think he will run away anyway.
Probably.
With that type of,
He's clearly a bitch, and he would
yeah.
clearly.
And I think he would just like run away because he worked as a contract.
Yeah.
So, of course, he can change agency and work at
believe
other
me,
school.
I intended to tell him never to come back to the school if they let me near him.
But I think that time is kind of like online class from home.
I've got his Facebook. He's since made his Facebook private, so. Yeah. Yeah, they ended up switching to homeschool not long after that, so he's lucky. Yamazaki wants to know, eclair or cake?
Oh. If it's Paul eclair, I would like it too.
Yeah, the Paul eclair, right?
The long one.
The ones from the other thing with the eclair from Paul, they have the cream that they fill it with is like so shiny and dense. Yeah. You're giving Jib difficult questions here, Yamazaki.
If it's Paul,
Yeah, but think of like Paul's soft chocolate cake versus the eclair, or the fruit tart versus the eclair.
can I have all?
Even at Paula, those eclairs are nice.
Yeah. Even the custard namura eclair nice
Chai.
too. Ah.
These are difficult decisions for Auntie Jim.
It depends. Like, I might have all and put in fridge and eat one at a time.
All at once. All at once, you mean?
I shy.
Actually, the last time we were at Paul, I got, just because I had never seen it before, the cake they call soft chocolate cake.
It's there, always there, but it's not like.
I don't think I've
It's
ever
not
seen
pop.
it.
It's not pop because every time we would see like fruit tart
Yeah.
or the cake with like a nice decoration on top. It's just like the soft chocolate just like sit there on the top shell and it's like yeah.
So yeah, we grabbed that, and Jim was like, "Oh my god, so good." Was that better than the chocolate almond cake from Paula?
What do you say?
Is the soft chocolate
Yeah.
cake from Paul better than the chocolate almond cake from Paula?
I would say yes.
Wow. And that chocolate almond cake is Jim's favorite. Well, actually, no, you like the New York cheesecake when they had it, right?
The strawberry
Yeah.
on top. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that too. Ah,
Pop that up. So, Craig says, had a teacher break the legs of an uncle of a student who was her guardian and overseas. And the next day, the parents flew from Korea and took him away. She thanked the teacher and stayed and graduated. Nice. That's what a teacher should do. I think something like that with my kids. My wife would not tell me and go there to handle it. She knows if I did, it would be, you know that? Yeah. The
Yes.
gym was, again, like, I was the ineptitude of the teacher and the administration at this school is really what bothered me. Even one of the female teachers that we spoke with said that she didn't believe the English teacher when he said it was innocent. She said, "Oh, I think he's lying, but we can't do anything." Like, how ridiculous is that? If you don't believe him, by default, you believe that he was trying to groom this student, and yet you say you can't do anything. Absolutely insane. Are the Korean bakeries expanding in BKK? They are growing huge over here in Cali. They make some of the best. Korean bakery?
bakery. Not really.
Japanese bakeries are much bigger
Yeah.
here, Token. I've not seen
I
any
think
Korean bakeries.
Korean it would be like restaurant, like a Korean barbecue.
Oh, there is a Korean
the
bakery
food-
in Terminal, isn't there? Korean that makes those little custard pies. Ground floor of Terminal.
Custard pie.
Chai.
I saw Taiwanese egg cake.
Yeah, no, this is different. I'm pretty sure it was Korean. But Token,
It
no.
might have, but like, I didn't like.
I think just that one place that I've seen, Token, that I've seen. So tell us in the chat, what are they making that's so good? Because this sounds worth checking out. I miss a good Bonafide dessert.
Banoffee.
I thought a dessert game in Thailand is on point. They know what's up. Just lunch options or just be a meatball, huh? What are you guys doing, Japanese for lunch today? Are you doing Japanese for lunch today?
I don't know. Jam not come downstairs yet.
Dave says he makes it. Yeah, I mean, you bake way too much without sharing.
Dave, move here.
Yeah, right?
I think on this side I can get a house for you.
Yeah, we will find a place for you, Dave. You can move to Bangkok, start baking on our soil. Andy. Crashing now. Chung Di. Hey, have a good one, Mike. Thanks for hanging out.
What is Chongdi?
But are you allowed to eat them, Dave, as long as no salt, right?
Yeah,
Just a
normally
little bit of salt, right?
dairy
Dave?
is
Just
like
little
a small salt
bit. Yeah.
or baking soda in it. Just small.
That explanation of amazing cheesecake. My dad was so sad when we broke up. His cheesecake supply was cut off. That's a very good reason to be upset.
So if we break up, you'll not miss me, right? Because I don't cook.
Man, if we break up, we would have done it a long time ago. You stuck with me. Yeah, Dave, you can't eat anything that you make, huh? Oh man.
Oh.
How's the diet going with the no salt? Did I tell you guys what happened? I'm trying to start to eat eggs again, just so that I have more options for food. Because like keeping to a strict plant-based like vegan type diet is a bit hard, right? Especially with like going around. So I thought
hot here.
Like I thought if I start to eat eggs, at least it'll open up some options for me. So I tried to eat some mayo the other day. Some what do you call it?
QP.
Some QP mayo. And I had it only has 4 ingredients in it, and 3 of the ingredients are things that I eat on a regular basis. So vinegar, salt, and oil, right? Or the 3,
Yep.
And then egg yolk is the 4th ingredient. So I put some QP mayo on some sandwiches, and I had this horrible reaction. My legs swelled up, like double their size, and the only thing I can think of that it was the QP. And yeah, it lasted like 2 days. Like they went down a lot. I took an antihistamine right away, and they went down. And then it just took like a couple days to like really kind of work its way out of my system. But it was really weird.
And what about the fried egg?
No issue.
Fried rice with egg?
No issue.
Maybe 1 egg is okay.
Yeah, so maybe it's just like getting used to it, or there was a combination of something in there, or there's an ingredient that's not on the label. But yeah.
Maybe you try other brand mayo to see how you feel.
But yeah, it's maybe I'll have to try some other mayo. But yeah, it's definitely not the greatest experience. And so I really love the fresh. Oh right, Andy, come on, the
fresh
greatest
fruit.
thing. Oh my God, fresh fruit in Thailand, yes. What I love when I take the train home at the top of Soy 95. There's like 3 fruit vendors, right? And I'll stop and get papaya, watermelon. Watermelon here is so good compared to the U.S. It's not even close. But fresh papaya, oh, man, so good. Yeah, Andy, 100%, man. Fresh fruit in Thailand all the way. All day. It's the greatest thing. It's so cheap. Already cut for you. The best. New York cheesecake, yeah. Hey, Rich Mac, what's going on, man?
From Dubai.
Yeah, he landed in Dubai.
And what else? Come back here or?
Yeah, I don't know. So November 1st, there's no more quarantine to enter Bangkok or to enter Thailand at all, Rich. So you can come back for a weekend or something if you want to get back to Thailand. How are you all acclimatized to
Do
Dubai?
you bring salmon with you?
Alaskan salmon? No, Alaskan salmon is the one you have to cook.
Then no.
You can't eat it raw.
No, then no need.
Because that's Pacific salmon, right? You can only eat Atlantic salmon raw. That's why Japanese people get their salmon from Norway. Because I'm fat, not because of salt. You gotta work out some more then, man. Get diet and work out. Talk to my boy Tony Huge. Get on some of the enhanced supplementation. Help you lose weight. If you don't have a problem with injectables, Tony can help you. Dave eats a lot of eggs. Nice. I'll tell you, so far not bad. Like I had it in fried rice. Maybe I'll try like a fried egg one day. See how I like it. It's been like I haven't eaten an egg other than when I just started to. I haven't eaten an egg in like 15 years.
It's a good source of protein, you know.
So like it's not gonna be like a daily thing for me. It's just like I gotta. At least I just want to have the option to be able to eat egg and not get sick. Like if I'm out, like this motorcycle trip we've got coming up in November, with me and not with Jim, me and someone else. I want to, if I can only get like egg fried rice somewhere, I want to be able to eat that. That's all. Are you a blueberry guy? I like blueberries. I think they're great if they're good. If they're blueberries can be super bitter if they're not like
Sour.
good. Yeah, usually the frozen ones are the best. It's like because they're the sweetest. 'Cause they're picked.
Blueberry on the cheesecake.
Yeah.
Good. It's good.
Blueberry on good blueberry on anything is good. Blueberry jam is nice.
Yes, yes.
You're not fat, Dave, just large bones. Greg says because mayo's gross. A lot of people hate mayo. My friends the Forest said the same thing.
Really?
Yeah,
It's good. อร่อยอ่ะ
I like it, like as a spread, right? Because if you put fat on a sandwich, right, or fat like on anything, right, it helps the flavor. It helps all the flavors kind of come together and travel, like travel in your mouth, like fill your palate.
So like when I was young, I like to eat like this, like get the smoky bite from 7-Eleven and mix mayo and ketchup
Yeah,
and
that's
dip a
what
sausage.
Token saying. Mayo ketchup combo, so
Yes.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
A little bit of like the right type of ketchup, the right type of mayo. That's what I did for you guys. What I
Yeah.
did for you? Oh, I made sandwiches, right?
Yeah, sandwich.
Yeah. I did a little bit of mayo and
It's like
ketchup.
it's that ham, the
Yeah.
round smoked ham,
Oh, yep.
and the cheese. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I would like to eat it again.
Just a PCR test within 72 hours, not handwritten. Nice. Yeah, November 1st, supposedly you're going to be able to come into Thailand with the same thing, Andy. PCR test only, no quarantine.
Yeah, PCR, full
Supposedly.
vaccinate.
If you're fully vaxxed and have a PCR, negative PCR, supposedly. Well, still 10 days between now and then, let's see. Somebody feed Dave proper Tex-Mex corn chong diet. Oh, worked a boxing event, but
boxing.
nothing else going on till December. So I'll be moving on to Sweden for a few weeks, then BKK. Nice. You gonna work an event in Sweden, or you just going
Going
to
to
hang out
Sweden
and
for
enjoy
a
some
few
not
weeks.
hot weather?
Oh, Sweden!
Oh.
I remember one thing that I like about there. It's like it's a tube of like it's kind of like a fish egg mixed with something like creamy,
Oh, like probably cream
salty.
cheese.
Yeah, and it's like you just like
Oh,
put it
what-
on a cracker. It's
A volcano in
alright.
Japan just erupted.
Huh?
Really?
Huh.
How bad? And I get if a volcano erupted in Japan, probably earthquake warnings in effect.
Yesterday, one of uncle posted on his Facebook. He live in Chiang Rai, and he said there's a earthquake like 2.8 magnitude, but not in Chiang Rai, but like
Maybe Burma.
no, somewhere like further, like 10 or 20 kilometers from his house.
Probably Burma.
I'm not sure.
Damn.
That uncle, he's like live in US for a long time, and he like have like kind of a whiskey or bourbon tour.
Oh,
like
nice.
just himself, his wife, and sometimes cousin
Okay.
just go around, eat and taste the wine and bourbon and whiskey, whatever. Like he's like that lifestyle that you may like. He has like his collection in Chiang Rai. Like
Nice.
sometimes he make kind of a what you call it, like banquet.
Okay.
It's at a big table.
Yeah. Oh, like for tasting?
No, for like have dinner and the drink, which is like the good chef will cook there, serve properly. That's for like a charity. So he hosts that
Nice.
evening and like give the money to whatever charity there.
That news right here. So tsunami usually follows earthquake, but it has to be out in earthquake at sea for that. But usually, if there's an eruption, it means that there could potentially be some seismic activity. Not guaranteed that there'll be an earthquake, but could happen.
I don't see it yet.
Go to the internet. Don't go to Facebook.
What's wrong?
Facebook's not the internet, babe. You have to check. Like, just search Japanese volcano on Google.
นี่ครูส้ม
Stop going on Facebook and search Japanese volcano. Jim goes to check news, so she opens her Facebook feed. So Thai. Facebook is not the internet, babe.
Oh, I thought it's the same.
Not the same. Oh, officially old-fashioned week. Okay. I will have one tonight, Token Nomad, for sure. Have one this evening. Ooh.
Maybe just photo. เนี่ย alert 17 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Crazy. No damage or casualties reported yet. Oh, that's good.
Main Southern Island. Kyushu.
Insane. When I was doing my show in Malaysia, we were doing episodes in the Philippines, and there was a woman who we met. She's from this rural island village in the Philippines, and she was away. Her whole family was away, and while they were away, the volcano on their island erupted and killed everyone. Their entire village was covered in 20 feet of mud. When they got back, it was nothing left. It was insane. Imagine being a kid and coming back to where you lived, and you and your family are the only survivors. Everything's gone. Two Sikh hikers in Canada saved 2 men drowning by using their turbans tied together 33 feet. Nice. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's awesome. I wonder if most countries will accept the rapid test for fully vaxxed people next year. That's a good question. I don't know. Have you explored French-inspired coffee styles of Vietnam? So I've had Vietnamese coffee. I don't know if I've never really dove into their coffee culture there. I do like Vietnamese coffee. The darker roast tends to have a very chocolatey flavor. The way they do that pour over can be nice. Not sure. Yeah, I'll definitely have to make a trip and dive into it, I think. I do love me some coffee. Yeah, amazing story. Sikhs really incredible culture. We have a large, when I was in Wisconsin, I was in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee, when they had the attack at the Sikh temple. And the guy who shot up the temple thought it was a mosque. Huh? Like a typical idiot American guy. Saw a bunch of brown people with head wraps and thought they were Muslim. Huh? Went and killed a bunch of them. And the people who ran the temple blocked the entrance and stuff. And then, but their whole community came together after that. It was pretty, just the way they supported everyone after that was pretty wild. Yeah, communion. Yeah, they have a big, vegetarian feasts in their temple, essentially. And he says, last time I was in Japan, there was a tremor, only lasted 30 seconds or so. Yeah, most tremors are short. When I lived in California, apparently there was 6 or 7 small earthquake tremor things. I never felt it.
Nothing can shake you.
I remember one time we're in class and the teacher stopped and was like, earthquake. Okay, back to it. And I was like, what? I didn't feel it. I feel like I'm getting ripped off here. I've lived in Cali for a year and never experienced even a slight earthquake that I could feel.
Nothing can shake you.
That's very possible. Very possible that I'm invincible. All right, guys, it's almost 11:30, so I think we're going to wrap this up. We got a lot to get done today. Actually, I got to get the top box out into my bike today as well. I want to thank all you guys for hanging out and being awesome, rocking with us today. Big thanks to D for the super chat, Joe P as always for the coffees. Much appreciated, my friends. And thank you to each and every one of you for hanging out with us. So again, check out the OG Auntie swag over at Shop.IdeaStudio.xyz. You can get that, as well as we got the stickers available as well if you want to rep Jib on the back of your cars. Just like John Poe is doing. And John Poe designed this for us. We appreciate it. We think it's a lot of fun. And it's just kind of a nod to all of you guys in the Idea Studio community. So thank you so much. And until next time, guys, keep taking action and make your ideas reality. Bye.